Hey YouTube, it's Echo Bear, and today I want to review an app for you guys that I forgot the name of. And today I want to review an app for you guys that's called Snowroll. Now before we get started, as usual, let's get through the serious stuff. So Snowroll is made by Happy Magenta. Guide the little penguin on his roll through snowy woods, tap to change direction and avoid obstacles, collect coins to unlock new balls and roll as far as you can. First thing I kind of want to talk about is just the way this app looks. It's very simple, it's pixel art, there's not a lot of detail going into it, there's not a lot of things that change. The only thing that really changes throughout this game is the way the ball looks, which does nothing to the environment, gameplay, anything, it's just aesthetic. So it feels wildly like a Flappy Bird clone in that respect with the way it unlocks. The one different thing is you actually have to do a skill game, which is 3 Shell Monty, which is the cup game where there's one good prize and the other two are prizes. So you have to be really good at that to even unlock any of the balls in general. So it just seems like a really tough fight to get something that you don't even need for the game, and that doesn't really improve it. The reason I made the Flappy Bird connection is, not the Flappy Bird, Jesus. The reason I made the Crossy Road connection is because Crossy Road implemented it in a way that everybody wants to emulate, but people do it lazily. When Crossy Road unlocks new stuff, it changes the game. There's different cars, there's different effects, stuff changes. When it's just a weird aesthetic thing like a skin change, it doesn't, it feels kind of like you're getting ripped off, like after playing those kinds of games. So that's the reason aesthetically I don't really like this game. The next thing I want to talk about is the way it controls. It's really kind of wonky. I know it's a one button app, you just touch and it moves diagonally in one way or another. But as easy as that sounds, it just feels really unwieldy. It's not it's easy to control, but it's not at the same time. Because you know where you're going, but it gets away from you so quickly because you're just constantly tapping at your phone to just try to get some semblance of control into it. Another thing that's a big backfire is your brain works in patterns, so you're going to be using the same kind of strategy as you usually would with these kinds of games. So if you die in one place, it leaves your cracked or popped or whatever ball where you left it. If you're repeating the same thing, you're going to hit it every single time. That's horrible. I get leaving a death marker to be like, oh hey, you're getting farther now. But when it's an obstacle and you don't know that and it doesn't tell you that, that's really frustrating, and it gets super frustrating. I think when I was playtesting it before I recorded this, I probably died 7 times in the exact same spot because of where I died once. So it's wildly frustrating, and you almost have to just do a fake death and go die somewhere else to even get this vicious cycle to stop, which shouldn't happen. That shouldn't be needed to do in a game where things are fun. And you shouldn't need to be like, whoops, suicide, so I can actually play this game again. No, you should not have to do that. That is not fair. So the sounds are like a very traditional NES or arcade era game. But the downside of it is it's not good. It's just very repetitive, very grinding sound effects. Every time you tap, it makes a weird little bleh noise, which if you're tapping about 30 million times in a minute, it gets really old really quick. So overall, there's the idea is good, the execution is bad. So because of that, I'm gonna have to give this a 5 out of 10. It's not absolutely horrible, it's still playable, just play it on silent and be ready to be kind of ragey at it. So overall, I think you guys should still go try it if you don't want to take my word for it, but I honestly don't want to give it higher than a 5 out of 10. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and comment down below, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!